doing something different today, where I'm going to be doing my DNA test to see where I'm from. Could be anywhere. Hello? But before I start, I would like you guys to participate, please. Please put in the comment section down below a guess where I'm going to be from, okay? So it could be just from the UK, I could be originated from Ireland, or Scotland, or France. That wasn't a French accent. Just anywhere. And then, when I show you the results, let me know if you got it right or wrong, okay? Because that's going to be interesting. If I were to guess, I'd probably just say I'm just from the UK. I don't think I'd be from anywhere else, to be honest. I don't know where Lewis originated from. Maybe Scotland or something, or Ireland, because I'm very pale and I burn easily. So yeah, somewhere from there would be my guess. So I've already registered for my thing. All I've got to do, guys, is just spit in here, then wait for 8 weeks, and then I should get my results and I'll record that for you guys. Obviously you don't have to wait for 8 weeks because you'll get the video 8 weeks after I've recorded this. So, I've got to take this out for a start, and there's some blue liquid in here. Blue liquid. And then I've got this funnel tube as well. And I think I've just got to spit in here until I reach this flowy line. And then when I'm done, I do that, and then put it in, and then shake, and then put it in this bag, and then I ship it off to whoever wants my DNA, aliens. So, here comes the nasty bit. Let me get some spit ready. Damn, they want a lot of spit, man. I think that's right. I've got the limit, but it says ignore the bubbles, so actually I think I need a tiny bit more. So I remove the funnel, gotcha, and then I put it on like this and screw it on, right, and then, oh, it's released, ah, it's gone all over me. It's okay, only a bit came on. I undid it and then it all came in, but I think it's all done. Let me just tap this a little bit more. And then shake for 5 seconds. It's all getting on to me. Okay, when that's done, put it in the bag. How do I open it? Done. My box is ready to be sent. And yeah, we'll see where I'm from. So yeah guys, that's all done. Box is ready, I'll send that, and then 8 weeks later, maybe sooner or later, I'll record me in my office with the results. So yeah, it should be interesting, guys. Let's go and see where I'm from. Okay guys, I'm back months later and I've got my results from my DNA test, and it's pretty interesting. It's actually interesting. Are you ready for it? So remember your guesses. I'm from the UK. No. I originally thought like it was just going to be like, yeah, I'm just going to have family round England. There's not going to be anybody like in freaking Ireland or wherever. But actually, if you have a look at the results, I am 25% Irish, and I'll go into detail a little bit later because it's really, really interesting because I've actually got a family tree and everything. Thanks to this website, it's showed me a lot of things, like from my granddad's side, he's from Ireland, which is really, really interesting. And they moved here about 200 years ago. So yeah, I'm actually a bit Irish, guys, on St. Patrick's Day of all days. But yeah, we'll go into a bit of detail. And most interestingly as well, 1% from Africa, which is really interesting, because if you actually look at my mom's DNA results, she's got 2% from Africa, and obviously I take 50% of her DNA, so it's gone down to 1%, so that looks like it's accurate, that I am actually from Africa, like a tiny bit. Look, thousands and thousands of years ago, I'm guessing. But yeah, we'll go into detail with this, okay? So yeah, as you can see, guys, it's very warm here. And that's because that's where I'm from, okay? I'm from around this location, Birmingham, around here, okay? I like to go into detail because, you know, you guys aren't going to stalk me anyway. I can be personal with you guys. So yeah, I'm around here, guys, around Wolverhampton and Cannock. This is where I was born, right? And as you can see, it's very warm in this area. That's because all of my family were born here as well. My mum and dad were born here. My nan and granddad were born here. So yeah. And then it spreads out a little bit. That's because I'm guessing, like, some of my other family were from, like my other parts of my family were from, like, you know, still close, like Nottingham and stuff and Sheffield. But, you know, hardly from London. So, yeah, your DNA shows that you have an ancestry from England, Wales, and northwestern Europe. And, again, I'll go into detail with this, guys, because a lot of my family were born around a little bit of Wales as well, which is interesting. I was also really surprised that I have a possibility of being in northwestern Europe as well, like France and Belgium and the Netherlands, which really surprised me. Again, guys, it's just really, really interesting. And again, let's have a look at Africa, because it says 0 to 1%. It says extended through the heart of Africa, Cameroon, Congo, and southern Bantu peoples region winds through the tropical rainforest, humid savanna, and semi-arid desert. Starting about 3,000 years ago, Bantu-speaking peoples spread from an area around eastern modern-day Cameroon and Nigeria through much of sub-Saharan Africa in one of the greatest migrations in human history. Today, the region is home to unrivaled ethnic and linguistic diversity. So, yeah, I'm guessing, guys, that I think a lot of people had this, like a lot of great ancestors came from Africa and migrated up north. You know, when these were connected, went up to Spain, France, and then slowly came to the UK. But yeah, in the 1800s, guys, it's saying that most of them are from Wolverhampton, Birmingham again, and I'll explain that in a little bit later. And again, through 1825, apparently, some of my family have moved to Australia. Or is this just an estimation about what happened? Because this is really interesting. In the 1800s, like, they started to move to America. Oh, wow. Hold on a sec. Guys, I don't know if, like, this is my family moving over here or just, you know, just England in general when they started to colonise America. It is interesting. Again, I don't know. We might have to go into more detail in another video if you guys want it, if I find more information about me and my family. But I think this is just, like, England in general moving over and migrating to Australia and America, and it's starting to build up. Yeah, I think that's it. And then obviously it gets bigger and bigger. More people colonise. Or maybe like people in my area, not my family tree. I meant like people in my area started to move to like New Jersey and the south of America. Yeah, it's in, like we know about New York and the, you know, America. And a bunch of people moving over to America for the new dream, the American dream. But yeah, I think it's just showing, guys, that like, look, see, like people around here where I live and London moved over to America. So you never know, I might have some ancestors in America, which is interesting. But yeah, by the looks of things, guys, my family were mostly centered in this location. Through most of like hundreds of years, but I'll talk about Ireland in a sec, guys, because it's really, really interesting. I'm obviously not going to show this because of personal information, but I'm allowed to show my mom's, obviously. You know, I'm completely fine with that, but you know, other people on here might not be happy with it, like people who are still alive. So I'm going to hide, obviously, a few things. But this is my mom's family tree. This is what she's made, which is interesting. And remember about these guys, because these are very important. Benjamin Platt and Ellen Conlon. So yeah, my mom, this is my mom's side. So yeah, this is Nana Pat. This is a real name. That's how she got her name, Nana Pax. The name's Yvonne. John Henry Turley and Alice Gertrude Holland. But there's no connections with those. This is the most interesting one. My granddad, whose mum and dad was Enoch Morgan and Julia Jessie Platt. Now, this is the interesting one, guys. This is the origin, like the origin of Ireland. So Benjamin Platt and Ellen Conlon. And I got another match by somebody, and it's extremely high. This DNA is like super accurate. And I've got a massive family tree now, guys, thanks to this website. It's absolutely huge. Look how much I've got now. All of this, and it's legit as well. But yeah, this is all like, this is my granddad's side here. So these two are the most important. So my great granddad and my great grandma, both here, Enoch and Julia. You can see here there's a bunch that split off, guys, which is really interesting. So if we go on this one, guys, so my great grandma's mom, Ellen, originated from Wolverhampton, right? So this is where I'm from, obviously, Wolverhampton. So yeah, in 1875, she was born in Wolverhampton, okay? But if we go back even more to Edward, he was from Ireland, guys. He was originally born in Ireland, okay? And he moved over to Wolverhampton. So in 1833, he was born in Swinford, Mayo, Ireland. And again, Sarah McHugh was born in Ireland as well. So Sarah McHugh and Edward Conlon moved to Wolverhampton, okay, in the 1800s, gave birth to Ellen, and then Ellen and Benjamin had my great mom, and then Julia, and then Enoch had my granddad, and my granddad had a brother as well. So yeah, it's really interesting. But if we go back even more to John McHugh, Roscommon Island. So again, these were definitely originated in Ireland. So this like my great grandmom had family back in Ireland in the 1800s who moved over here. So yeah, both from Ireland, guys. Let's have a look at my great granddad. Like I said, was born in Wolverhampton. He got married, Ellen, in 1891, guys, in Wolverhampton. And so yeah, really interesting. Let's have a look where these originated from. Warwickshire, 1810. What about Joseph Platt? Shropshire, 1766. So yeah, so a bit more north, guys, which is interesting. Like it says, John Ingram, Wheaton Aston, Staffordshire. So yeah, still very local. You know, still close together. Wolverhampton. See, all this family was from Wolverhampton, but you know, still in the centre of the UK. So yeah, what about my granddad's dad? Where did he originate from? Wensfield. John Mason, Wensfield, Wolverhampton. Michael Bradley doesn't show anything. James Morgan, Shropshire. You know, Wolverhampton, Shropshire. It's all very similar, right? So yeah, if it wasn't for my granddad's mom, then I wouldn't have any Irish in me. Everybody else from here originated from Wolverhampton or Wensfield, you know, very close. So yeah, the reason why I'm 25% Irish, guys, is because of my granddad's mom, which is interesting, who originated from Ireland in the 1800s. And I'm guessing, guys, that they originated from Ireland, like back in time. They were still from Ireland, if that makes sense. I don't think these guys from Ireland were from anywhere else beforehand. I think that this family, the McHughes and the Conlons, were from Ireland, and their ancestors were just from Ireland, okay? But it's amazing how DNA, like, splits up massively as time goes backwards, you know? I'm from here, but, you know, family from years and years and hundreds and years ago were from Ireland, which is really interesting. And the more like when I have a baby, that will split even more. So it just keeps splitting as time goes backwards. Let's have a look at these ones. Thomas Hawke from Leicestershire. you know, still very local. Kent. Oh, that's interesting. So I have some family that was in London, which is interesting. It's again, Shropshire, guys. Again, it's very interesting. Some from Wales, guys. And I can actually look at the maps and locations. And as you can see, guys, it just shows you in more detail where things were from. So, yeah, my family, look, Edward Conlon, and these, like my great-great-great-grandmom is from Ireland. Like, very, very up in Ireland, which is really interesting. And then, see, guys, I've got some in Wales. Lewis Jones from Wales. One from Liverpool. Mary Jane Bickerton. So, yeah, but as you can clearly see, guys, a lot of the family is around this centre. Strangely, though, some are from London, which is interesting. Surrey, England. Kent. Mary Ann from Hampshire. George Hook, William Hook from Surrey. So, yeah, really, really interesting, guys. And obviously, again, you can see that it was all spread out, but more localised in Wolverhampton, which is where I'm kind of from. And obviously, it gives me a bunch of DNA matches with like 4th cousins, 5th cousins, 6th cousins. But obviously, this is all personal information from them, so I'm not obviously going to show that. Yeah, it's really interesting how, like, things split up, man. It's crazy. Crazy how your DNA just goes all over the place. So, yeah, hopefully you found that a little bit interesting, guys, to learn where I'm from. It's really cool that I've got a little bit of Irish in me. 25%, which is crazy, and you learnt a bit more information about where that came from. So I do have a little bit of backstory. I'm not just from England. I have some family that were from Ireland in the 1800s who moved over here, and that's where I'm from. And obviously a tiny percent of Africa, which is interesting too. But I think that goes with everybody, guys. I'm guessing that, like, you know, our great ancestors all came from somewhere. It's going to be a tiny percent of somewhere. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. I appreciate the support as always. Let me know if you got the estimations right. I really do appreciate the support. Lots of love. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.